transformation for them.
I wonder if it's something that could happen in prisons, because it seems like it takes so much discipline and it's so painful to do, but it's not like they have a lot else
It only takes,
to do.
you know, as they say, after a few days, once you're committed to it, it's not that hard. And so I have no doubt that after a few days they were like saying, oh, wow. Now, you know, is it rehabilitating them? Whatever that means. Probably for a lot of them, it can be rehabilitating.
Well, like you say, they weren't sociopaths.
Right.
And they didn't seem to have, you know, deep psychological issues, although that's hard to say because they had terrible pasts. A lot of them had. They
did, and we only
horrible
met them
histories.
for a few minutes in highly structured interviews.
Yeah,
so, and they, I think all of them knew what they were supposed to say in the interview. So, I mean, in many ways, the film had kind of a little propagandistic feel to it.
Right.
You know, we didn't hear anybody speak negatively about, oh, that didn't help me at all. I'm sure for some people it didn't.
Well, that's the nature of documentary film, as you know, because you're a documentary filmmaker, that, you know, you are trying to work towards a point of view. And the point of view here is that maybe there are other ways to, you know, help people who are in prison for, you know, long periods of time, other than just lock them up and have them play basketball.
Well, I have no doubt for the people who, and this was something you had to volunteer for, I'm sure, people who were ready for it and were open to it and who went through it sincerely, that it was a transformational experience. If nothing else, it makes being in prison easier. A lot of these people were never going to get out. I mean, their crimes were so horrible that there wasn't no rehabilitation in the sense that they would be let out. A few of them might ultimately get paroled. I don't know. But I often thought myself, if for some reason I had to be in prison, and fortunately that hasn't happened, that meditation would be the way I would get through it. So I think for these people it was very helpful and probably transformed their prison experience.
Yeah. Well, thanks, Art. That gives us a great background for people who are going to see the film, because I think those are the questions you ask when you go to see it. So I recommend you come to the Coolidge, see it, or rent it if it's left the theater. Thanks, Art.
You're welcome.
All right. Well, we'll see you at the Coolidge.